Hello to my 6 subscribers. So today I'm going to give some unsolicited thoughts I had on food because it's 3 AM and I'm hungry, so why not? It's funny how food can bring you both great pleasure or immense suffering depending on what you eat, especially when it comes to combinations. Some people really sit down and think of the most abominable ways to defile a perfectly good sandwich. As for me, I can be a little bit picky when it comes to what I put in my mouth, so here are some of the things that my taste buds consider not so great. I'm going to be ranking them from D to F. D for disgusting, E for extra disgusting, and F for up, as in your parents up by bringing you into the world, cause what the heck is this? It's safe to say there's no point including S to C because all the stuff I'm going to mention are bad. Or let me rephrase that, they're bad to me specifically. This is purely from my unsolicited perspective. Number 1, cookies in ice cream. Unpopular opinion, but I think ice cream is one of those things that should be left alone as it is. No sprinkles, no gummy bears, and definitely no cookies. I want to enjoy the smooth and creamy goodness without having to chew crunchy stuff in my mouth at the same time. This one isn't really bad, but it's not something I will eat on purpose, so I'll put it in D. Milk before cereal. Another unpopular opinion, but I think it makes way more sense to put the milk first, okay? Sue me. If I put the cereal first, then it's more likely to get soggy faster, and soggy cereal is a no-no for me. But regardless of whichever one you put in first, some weirdos go ahead and add nuts in their bowl. Like, how on earth do you manage to keep that down? Like, how? Really? Nuts are some of the worst things you can add in food, and putting them in your cereal is just nuts. They're a good snack of their own, but when you add them to food, it almost always makes it worse. I'll give this a D. You know Nutella, right? That delicious chocolate stuff people put on literally everything these days. Most people just eat it with bread. Now, this one guy brought out his bread, put his Nutella on it, and he could have left it like that. He would have still had a really delicious meal, but he decided that wasn't enough and ate it together with eggs. Nutella sandwich and scrambled eggs. There's not much to say about this one other than I'll put it in E, and I'll put that dear Reddit user in my prayers. Mustard and watermelon. If you do this, then you're not normal. I'm sorry, but there's no nice way to put it. I think this became a trend a couple of years ago, and I don't know how someone actually came up with this unholy disaster. If you eat this, then you might as well try dipping your fruits in bleach and ammonia next time, cause that's how dumb you are. F without a doubt. In fact, I'll put this in F twice just because of how much it triggered me. Let me also mention some combinations that are popular in my country. I don't know if people in other parts of the world do them too, but they're common around here. Bread and soda. I can't really say too much about this one. It's just a loaf of bread without anything on it, and then a bottle of soda like Fanta or Sprite. You take a bite of bread and then a sip of soda. That's it. It will make a lot more sense if it was biscuits or cake you are having with the soda, but people just seem to enjoy bread instead. Not too disgusting, but not something I would ever do. That's a big fat D in my book. Another traumatizing entry. I know many people in my country will think I'm mad for hating this, but personally I think beans and rice is one of the most horrible lunch ideas I've come across in my entire life. I cannot understand the popularity of this, I just can't. Everyone in my family likes it, a lot of my friends like it, but if you give me a plate of beans and rice, I'm not speaking to you anymore. We'd be done as far as I'm concerned. F. If I was the president, this would definitely be illegal. Alright, one more before I end this video. Who's ever had plantain and nuts before? If you do raise your hand, then thank God. In case you don't know what a plantain is, it looks like a banana, but it's bigger, longer, and harder to fit up your ass. It's a big banana, we'll just leave it at that. And as I said before, nuts make everything worse, so unsurprisingly, this made its way to the list. Unlike bananas, plantains are usually eaten cooked rather than raw, and although combining them with nuts is strange, it's definitely not as yucky as beans and rice. So I'll drop this in the E tier and end the video here so it doesn't get too long, because there's a lot that I can't even mention, because then it will be a 5-hour video. Maybe I could do a part 2 later, maybe. That's all I have to say for now. Thanks for watching my first video. It's not good, but I just really wanted to get something out there so my channel doesn't look like it's in the YouTube cemetery. I know there are things I need to work on, and hopefully I'll improve as time goes by, so thanks again for watching. I'm JTXI, and maybe you might want to see my next video, maybe you might not, but in case you do, then